you don't have the spending power of these clubs like Real Madrid buying players like Hazard, etc., bringing in big names, to mount a challenge next season. One season it goes wrong, they rectify it instantly. They go again next season. Atletico can't do that. Atletico. Now, this season was okay. They can't expect more. Can't really expect less, because less than nothing is still nothing. But I mean, they came second in the league. Are really the best that they can ask for. Yeah, you would like to win it, but realistically, when you're up against Real Madrid and you're up against Barcelona, finishing second, ahead of one of the two, it's really the best you can ask for. You can't just go in there and say we expect to win the league. I mean, that's a tough ask. That's a tough ask. It's a mountain. It's like saying they're like Spurs of the Premier League. It's like you got Man City and you have Liverpool now, and it's like, yes, their players are good enough, they're top quality, but they have an 11. It's like Atletico, they have an 11, and outside of that 11, it's quite average. And you get a few injuries. You don't have the same quality as the bigger clubs do to bring in and keep you going for the whole season. And even then, even though your players are quality, they're still not as good as the other two teams that are better than you. Yes, they've got Griezmann and they've got Koke and they've got Goldin, who's leaving now, and they've got Oblak, etc. Barring Oblak, they have players of better quality in all those positions. These clubs, they've got Messi and Cruz and Suarez, and they've just got players of better quality than Atletico. So they can't go into the season expecting the league title, because that's a very high expectation that you're going to be disappointed with yourself, because it's more than likely that it's not going to be met. And obviously you don't have the spending power of these clubs like Real Madrid buying players like Hazard, etc., bringing in big names, to mount a challenge next season. One season it goes wrong, they rectify it instantly. They go again next season. Atletico can't do that. So for them finishing second, this is the best that they can ask for. You can't expect to win the Champions League either. It's the toughest club competition. There's many top teams in there. Chances that you get knocked out is actually very high. Like very high for every team, because every team is a very good team. And at the moment, there isn't a team out there that is standout where you'd be like, yeah, they're gonna win Champions League. Like everyone is actually around the same level. Anyone can beat anyone. As we've seen, Ajax beat Real Madrid and Juve. Spurs beat Dortmund. They beat Ajax. Liverpool beat Barcelona. So everyone is, and even Spurs, they knocked out Man City. So everyone is around like the same level. There's no one that's like miles better than everyone else. Not like a couple of years ago when Real Madrid won their first or second Champions League. They were miles better than anyone else. Anyone that they come up against, you're like, yes, we expect them to win this. That team was devastating. But there isn't anyone out there like that. So doing what they did in Champions League, I mean, as long as you get out of your group, right? I mean, they did what was expected of them. Like, no one's not going to be disappointed. So it wasn't the right season. At least they got a trophy. They beat Real Madrid in the what do you call it? The European Super Cup. Because obviously they had won the Europa League the season beforehand. So that's back-to-back trophies for them. At least they're picking off trophies. Yeah, it might not be the best trophies in the world, the Europa League and then the Super Cup. They're not the most fantastic trophies, but at least they're getting silverware. There's some clubs that are not getting any silverware, like Spurs. They're coming very close. Champions League final, FA Cup final. I think, was it FA Cup final? They lost to Chelsea. Or was that the semi-final? I can't remember now. I'm pretty sure it was the final. Yeah, so there are clubs that come close every year, but no cigar. So at least they're winning something, and it's the best that their club can ask for. At least they pick off something here and there, and who knows, maybe next season it might just be just the Copa del Rey. They might just win the Copa del Rey, and that will be fine. That will be okay, as long as they're finishing second, third in the league, and making at least to the quarterfinals of the Champions League or the semis. So it's a good season for them. They can't ask for much more. I mean, we don't see them pushing themselves to that next level anytime soon. It doesn't look like it. Their transfer activity and their rumours, it doesn't look like they're going to be pushing themselves to that next level. Some big players leaving for them. But we'll have to see. But for them, I'd say it was an okay season. It was it's acceptable. The fans won't be disappointed. They got silverware. They made somewhat of a fight, a push in the league against Barcelona. As small as it might be, but best they could ask for. But I just think that with what's happening with their club now, in the terms of transfer activity, and I don't want to talk too much about it because this is just meant to be a season review video, not really transfer talk. But I just feel like what's happening with them, they could be going through a rough patch anytime soon. I think there's some big players leaving, confirmed big players leaving, and yeah, it could get pretty ugly for them. And I say pretty ugly, they will still qualify for Champions League. They're still a quality side, but those silverwares that they've been picking up over the last couple of years, they may start to wilter away. Might not come anymore. It might not be that team where you can see, yeah, they're a threat in the Champions League. You don't want to draw them, could potentially knock us out, and that goes for any club. They might not be that side anymore. But we'll have to wait and see. The more competition, the better. Makes football more exciting. Right?